My name is Kim Meyer and I'm the Chief Instructor at Sonrisas. Sonrisas is a therapeutic horseback riding program. We primarily serve the SAISD students in Small Schools Co-op. We primarily serve young, say 3 to 5 year olds, but most of our riders are at least elementary school. They all have some type of disability of some sort. We don't charge for our services, and we use the horse as a therapy tool. We don't actually teach horseback riding lessons per se, but we do teach some horsemanship in that they work on balance and keeping their posture good. Every rider works on that. So the horse is kind of a tool for us to provide therapy for individual disabilities that each of the riders has. The earlier you can implement some therapy, whether it's working on speech or muscle strengthness or balance or just transition from home to school to the bus to Sonrisas are big deals. And the better the younger students are able to do those things, the better chance they'll have to be successful once they get into the main public school system. So to not charge for the services, these riders, most of them probably wouldn't be able to afford it. Horseback riding lessons run anywhere from $35 to $50 an hour. And so if they were going to pay for therapy somewhere, they probably wouldn't be able to afford it. So it's a unique program for San Angelo. There have been some studies, biomedical studies done where they have put little light electrodes on somebody walking and charted their motion while they're walking and then maybe jogging. And then they did the same thing with somebody riding a horse, and they found that riding a horse greatly mimics the movements that your body makes if you were walking yourself. So if you have a rider who is not able to walk, they don't get to exercise those muscles unless somebody's manually doing it for them. So if they get on horseback, the horse's movement is working those muscles that they wouldn't work otherwise because they can't walk. It also works on their balance, requires a lot of inner ear stimulation. So for hearing impaired riders, it can kind of stimulate the senses in there. A lot of other programs will use the horse. They'll have the riders kind of ride independently. Programs outside of San Angelo that have older riders. So it's a confidence builder, even for our little riders with what we do. Works on balance, works on confidence. It's pretty awesome to feel like you're in control of this huge animal. Helps with transitions, like I said. So, but the main study that they've done is on the actual movement. Also, we use bareback pads. We don't use saddles because it puts the rider closer to the actual horse. So the warmth from the horse, if you had a rider who had very stiff muscles, as they're riding, the warmth of the horse is kind of like a heat massage. And by the time they get finished, their legs will kind of relax, their muscles will relax, they won't be quite as tense. And so it helps lengthening and work on that tenseness that some have. Contact Sonrisas Therapeutic Riding. The number is 325-949-4837. Our director's name is Christina Collier, and she will, if she doesn't answer, they can leave a message and she'll be happy to call them back. And then it's just a matter of coming out here. If they're not real sure about whether it's something that'll work for them, they can observe. We'll train them. We do have trainings twice a year before we start each riding session, one in September and one in March. So we would prefer that they come to one of those training sessions, but if they start out in the middle of a session, they can come in and we'll train them right then.